You're restoring me piece by piece.
What's up, my Restored Beauties? Welcome back to my channel. The question is, can you bloom in a hard ground? We might be in an environment or in a family or an environment where you are the only one that has dreams and goals, and you voice yourself and you are taking measures to go after your dreams and your goals, whether it's losing weight, whether it's going for a higher degree, whether it's opening a business, whether it's following your dreams. You want to be a singer, writer, I don't know, going to gymnastics or win the Olympics, whatever it might be. You will always face opposition, and it usually comes with your environment. It usually comes from your environment. It could be your family, your parents, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister. It could be your best friend. It could be your teacher. But what do you do? Like, you think that so that type of environment, it's actually your hard ground, you know. Like, can you bloom? Can you plant a seed in a hard ground when there's no water, where there's no nourishment, where there's no care, where there is no attention, where there is no sun, warmth? Can a seed bloom in that type of ground? Can you and I bloom in a hard ground? You might think that you can't, but I say you can. I came from a hard ground, and I believe with God's help I have come up. I have come so far. I have not only bloomed out of that hard ground, but I've grown and I've given fruit. Okay, so we're speaking metaphorically, and so can you if you are persistent and you don't give up. Okay, the hard ground that we face is the mentality that we are brought up. It's the people that we're around. Like, I know so many people, even my own family. I know so many people who want to become doctors, who wanted to become soccer players, politicians, whatever, but they stopped. They stopped dreaming, and therefore they stopped pursuing their dreams, because they just thought that the ground where they're planted is too hard and it's not going to let them grow, bloom, grow, develop. But I'm telling you, it's all in your mind, it's all in your head. And that mentality, all you need is you to change your mentality. Your mindset has to change if you want to bloom and grow and develop and give fruit and be someone, do something great in your life. It's all here. If you tell yourself every day that you can do it, you can bloom in a hard ground. You don't need to ask permission from people around you. You don't need to ask permission from no one in order to bloom, grow, develop, be someone, do something great. Well, I don't know, whatever you want to be. You want to be a singer, doctor, whatever, you know, something with your life, be a big YouTuber. You don't need no one's permission. The only one you need to ask permission is your own mind. And because when you focus in the people's mentality and how people judge you and their perceivement, and all you're doing is you're valuing way too much what they say and what they think and the way they judge you, which it's like you are in a chair, and that type of mentality has a rope around you and you cannot move. Your hands, your body is stuck in that chair, and they have tied you to that chair, and you cannot move. Okay, you cannot become who are you meant to be. You have to untie yourself. You have to let yourself loose from everyone's everyone's opinions, everyone's judgment, everyone's perceivement, everyone's version of you, or what they think you should be or become. I remember when I was offered to go to university, and which I'm very grateful for the people who offered me to go to university in America. I remember everyone in my family, I mean everyone, family, friends, everyone was pushing me and telling me that I should study medicine, and that I should become a nurse or a doctor. And it was because everyone perceived doctors and nurses, where I come from, as a big higher position. As you will become someone if, or people will think that, wow, that's so big, you know, if you're a nurse or a doctor. And there's nothing, I have nothing against doctors or nurses. That's a great career, but it wasn't for me, you know. And I almost fell into their persuasion of me to push me into studying medicine. First of all, I don't like blood. I'm very weak. I get weak when I see blood, and I just don't like medicine and all that stuff. I hate going to the hospital. I dislike going to the doctor, all that stuff. So medicine, that field for me, that career was not for me. And but I felt everyone's persuading me. It made me feel less, because I already had made my mind on what I wanted to do and who I wanted to become and what I wanted to do. I wanted to become a writer, first of all, and that's what I wanted to pursue. But everyone was kind of like putting it down and just say, you can't make a living out of that. If you become a doctor or a nurse, you can make a great living, which is true. But I wasn't after money. I was after my dreams, and I was after my goals. And I had this free opportunity, and I wanted to take it and embrace it and become who God wanted me to become. Although I was so young, I really didn't really know, you know, much. But I had a mind kind of set in what I really wanted. So I didn't really listen to my family or my friends and studying medicine, and I ended up studying family consumer science, child development. But has it made me rich like a doctor? No. But has it made me feel accomplished? Yes. So honestly, the question is not whether you and I can bloom or become someone in a negative environment or in a hard ground. The question is, do you believe it right here that you can be someone, that you could do something despite the environment, despite the ground, the hard ground that you are being brought up, that you are growing, or where despite the environment that you are surrounded by, the people that you're surrounded by, the mentality. Do you believe it here? Because if you don't, no one else will, or everyone else's negative, and everyone else's opinions and judgment and mentality and mindset will steer you away from your goals and dreams, from even wanting to pursue something. And it's hard to actually motivate yourself when you are in an environment like that, simply because that type of environment, that type of mentality might beat you, in the sense of, if you are surrounded by negative people, it will affect you. But if you feed yourself, your mind, your heart, your soul with things that are going to push you further and closer to your goals and your dreams, instead of just allowing everyone's opinions and judgmental statements pull you back, because they will if you allow them to. When I got my degree, no one was happy, and because of what the title says, because they just thought I wasted 5 years of university for nothing, because the environment where I came from or come from, they value things differently. But somehow I was always a rebel, and I always wanted to do things differently because I knew there was always better. And you are always going to have opposition, whether you have an environment that supports and pushes you towards your dreams and your goals or not. You are always going to have opposition. There's always going to be some negative Nancy saying something, but you got to push through. You have to close the door on those blah 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 statements and those people who talk, and you got to push through. And you have to even if you have to work at nighttime or whenever, like, go, for example, look at some of the biggest YouTubers. Look at their testimony and what they say, how they push themselves to put content out there every day, and how they became to what they are now. Or some of them have built an empire just around YouTube. And I'm not saying that you and I should, but I'm just saying they had to as well push through the negative environment where they were brought up, or push through some mindsets, you know. And change will always start here, you know. Belief will always start here, in your thoughts, in your head. And if this doesn't change, if your mindset doesn't change, you're not going to make it. You're going to be pulled back into, you're going to be pulled back with everyone else where they want you, where those people want you. And also, when you're trying to bloom, to grow, become someone in a hard ground, or in a negative environment that you, or whatever environment that you may be, that you think it's just so hard, everyone around me is so negative, try to convince yourself that you're not there to change their mindset. You need your mind changed, okay? You need to stay focused. They don't want to change, fine, they can have it their way, but don't let that mentality pull you back with them, pull you where they are, not in becoming who they are. You need to become who God called you to be, you know. But you have to change your mind first. You have to train your mind for better. And you may be in an environment where you don't see better, you don't hear better, they don't talk to you positive, they're all people, your family members, they're always putting you down, they're always telling you, you'll never be anything, who do you think you are, now you want to change. You still need to train your mind and to push through that. You will come out of that environment. You will be who you're meant to be if you do not give up. So stay positive, stay focused in your goals, stay focused on what you're trying to achieve. When you make up your mind that you want to change, let me tell you something, nothing and no one can stop you. But it starts with you, it starts with us. You have to want to change, whether it's your physical, your mental, you want a degree, or you want a better job, you want a better life, whatever it is that you're trying, whatever obstacle, whatever you're trying to reach in life, it starts here. You have to plant the seed here first and water it, nurture it, let it grow in you, develop it, feed it, but feed it with something that's good. And it doesn't matter if that seed, that's you, it's planted in a hard ground or an environment that's negative, with people around you that are always negative and down talking, and they just are hopeless. It doesn't matter. You can still bloom. You could still be someone. You could still do something. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic, this little chit chat. If you do, give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my all social media below. And I will see you guys on my next video. Okay, be blessed. Bye.